Yeah, I bought some Netflix. Okay, Netflix, why'd you buy it? Stranger Things. Okay, Stranger Things, how much revenue are they making from Stranger Things? Finance video number 2. Man, we got a crazy amount of love on the last video, so man, shout out to the followers. As of recording this video, we've got 561 views on the video and 101 likes, so shout out to my mom for watching the video 460 times. Shout out to Sergey Morganov. That's a little bit weird of a name for a girl. Seriously though, I'd like to thank you guys for all the likes, all the shares, all the comments. It really has helped the page grow. The page has doubled in size in the last month. If you want to skip all the questions, just go ahead and hit this timestamp right here. Let's get right into it. What is your favorite FM? For you, sir, take this, put it on a blank stack of papers. Return to the brigade talk. My NCO made that. He spelled business wrong, but I still thought it was pretty funny. For my Seattle U mentees, DAPAM 600-3 and DAPAM 600-4. Those are for your career progression. Make sure you check those out so you know when you need to be doing what. How can you target body fat? Unfortunately, we cannot decide where our body decides to store or unstore body fat. So what we have to do is we have to take on a lifestyle. I always emphasize athletic performance just because to me, the mental health issues behind worrying about how fat you feel like you are, it's just not gonna be a good state of mind for you. Set fitness goals rather than weight loss goals. 2 additional tidbits. Number 1, eat more plant foods. It's really gonna help you lose the weight. And number 2, a lot of people need to hear this, carbs don't make you fat. All right, next question comes from Facebook Messenger. It's a little hard to read. Basically, it says, what do I think of penny stocks? I don't like penny stocks. Next question, so what are you, some type of influencer now? Kind of the way that I run it in my head is, what is the worst case scenario with me doing what I'm doing? Rejection, doesn't take off, doesn't work out. I've done a lot more embarrassing things, so I'm not too worried about it. The best way to break into investing in the market, my opinion, is Robinhood. Only problem I would see with Robinhood is if you have larger amounts of money and you want to clear more than $1,000 at a time, you're going to basically have to get a margin account. They're gonna charge you monthly for that. I'll link my code down below. You don't have to use it. If you do use it, we'll both get a free stock. Or you can just use one of your friends' links. What are your favorite brand of athletic shorts? I need to buy some soon. I'm super against shopping. That's what you should do. Mistake number 1, the high yield trap. Some companies will pay out a percentage of their profits to their shareholders. The problem is when companies pay out more than they're actually making in profits, the amount that the company pays out is called their payout ratio. So if a company pays out 50% of their profits, their payout ratio is 50%. So sometimes when you see these high yielding stocks, it's too good to be true. It's almost like that girl that you meet and you're like, man, this girl's a 10. How did I find her? It might be a good find, or she might be crazy. In the case of the high yield trap, she's crazy. What's happening is the market is pricing in a dividend cut. Buyers in the stock market tend to find the best deal that they can find. So if you see one that looks too good to be true, it could be because there's something underlying. And this is not the only thing that could be underlying. When you see a wonky price in the stock market, the company could be under investigation, they could be about to pay a huge fine, or various other things. So make sure you do your due diligence. All right, mistake number 2, buying into a company just because you like the company. Hey man, what's up? I see you finally got some stock. Yeah, I bought some Netflix. Okay, Netflix, why'd you buy it? Stranger Things. Okay, Stranger Things, how much revenue are they making from Stranger Things? Wait, you did research the company, didn't you?
Now you can retire me right now for $30,000.
Companies that you like their product are not always in the best shape, but just make sure you do your due diligence to understand what you need to investigate about that company to know that it is a good company for you to buy. All right, number 3, buying into a company just because you like their cause. The problem with that is not that I don't think you should support their cause. The problem is that most people that do that aren't actually supporting their cause. See, in the stock market, there's 2 markets. There's a primary market and there's the secondary market. The primary market is when companies issue shares to shareholders and that money goes to the company. Secondary markets like the New York Stock Exchange, You're selling your shares or buying shares from another person, and has nothing to do with the company. You're just taking on risk. Number 4 just reminds me of my childhood. Investing into a stock because stock is hot. Sign me.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Most young investors either just got out of high school or they just got out of college. And what do we learn in high school and college? We learn that Y equals MX plus B. So if this stock is going up, it's gonna go up at the same slope. It went up $100 last year, $100 next year, $100 the next year. Yeah, that's just not the case. These things have value, so what you have to do is you have to know what the stock is worth. What are you buying? What kind of debt levels does the company have? What kind of assets does the company have? What kind of profits are they making? What kind of revenue are they making? That price is supposed to reflect those things, but it doesn't always reflect those things. All right, mistake number 5, watching CNBC, period. Matter of fact, let me roll the footage.
I believe demand for all Teslas fell off of a cliff.
Honestly, if you just do the opposite of what CNBC says to do, you've probably got a pretty good chance in the stock market. To just sum it up, CNBC is not for investors, CNBC is for traders, and 95% of traders don't make money. Number 6, trying to kill it overnight in the market. A lot of people, when they get into the stock market, they try to take their $100 and they're like, I'm gonna turn that into 200, then I'm gonna turn that into 4, and then next week I'm gonna make 8, and I'm just gonna keep on doubling my money by trading in the stock market on penny stocks. 95% of traders don't make money. 95%. If you would have bought an S&P 500 index fund 5 years ago and held it until now, you would have made money. Just buy and hold. Buy and hold. Number 7, buying high and selling low. So let me tell you a tragic story. I bought a stock called Visa at the top of the market. The day that I started investing was literally the top of the market. So everything that I bought crashed. I thought I was a terrible investor. This thing, Visa, went from 150 all the way down to 120 within the next 3 months. And the thing is, I still believed in the company, but I thought this stock is gonna go to 0. So what do? I sell at the bottom. I sold at 120, I couldn't take it anymore. Take a look at Visa today and it's at $181. If you believe in a company and the stock goes down, you should continue to buy into that company. Mistake number 8 and last mistake is not taking into account your risk tolerance, which when I say risk tolerance, what I essentially mean is how are you gonna react when your stocks go up? How are you gonna react when your stocks go down? It's an emotional roller coaster out there. So the best way to mitigate your emotions in the stock market is to have a firm belief in the company that you're investing into. You need to understand all of the fundamentals to the point where you could run that company yourself. A lot of people ask me, what's the best way to get started investing? The best way to get started investing is to get started investing, because you don't know what you're gonna do until you're in the game. Hopefully you guys got a lot of value out of the video. If you did, make sure you leave it a like. If you did not and you didn't like the video, make sure you give it a like anyways. That lets me know that you're a very opinionated person. I hope you guys got a lot of value out of it though, and I'll see you next time. You got a better chance at winning at Russian roulette with a crew serve weapon. I'm not putting that in the video.